and they've had years, so they're not putting any energy towards getting taller or wider, and they put it all on their butts. And so the flavor's in the fat.
I mean, so we had a friend, Brian McClintock, who does organic wines, and he says one of his favorite places around the world is actually in Spain because they have a similar situation. And the reason he goes there, or one of his favorites, is not because of the wine, but because of the cows. And because the beef is so great, because it's that same situation. It's this older town, older cows, like, that are, and it just sources the local or region.
Yeah.
So it's like, he's like, man, they don't have an incentive to just go out there and slaughter 50 fucking cows in year 5. He's like, these things are as old as fuck, you know, and he's like, they're plump, and he's like, and you can taste it in the bite. And so
that if you get them older, it allows them to actually, like, you can have, like, we have some of our animals will go, you know, we've had some of them go as high as A5 Wagyu and be 100% grass fed, and a lot of people call bullshit on it, but it's, you know, we're not using the same animals. You know, we're capitalizing on these animals that have historically just, you know, they grind them all into, you know, burger. But we'll take them, and, you know, the one thing about them is they're tougher. Like, these animals, like, there's more connective tissue in them. So we'll use, like, working with Nate Singer, who he used to be up at, he was the head butcher at Black Belly in Boulder.
For those that don't know, it's the Boulder Butcher. He's our boy.
Boulder Butcher.
Yeah,
Instagram.
we saw it in the video. Yeah.
And, you know, so working with him has been instrumental in us really defining our program and, like, working with Lombardi Brothers and, you know, working on the dry age, and then also, like, working with Kelly here and sous videing this meat. I mean, it's like, it's an education thing. Like, not every cut is the same. They have to be treated differently, but they're all good. And so, like, getting back to the boxes that we fill, we base it off of the whole animal percentage. So you get a good opportunity to try something that you've never had before, and then we throw in, like, our cooking instructions and information with that, so that, you know, you take it home and it doesn't suck.
So, like, I mean, as someone that grew up in Mississippi, we've had parts of venison, you know, like livers and hearts and things. And if you marinate them, or, you know, if they're treated properly, they are fucking delicious as well.
For sure.
Do y'all ever throw in a little gem, you know, like, hey, baby, here's a fucking heart, by the way. Like, it's Valentine's Day. For anybody that wants to swing through up at Stillman's Meat, would they get maybe a beef heart with it?
I mean, right now we don't have any beef hearts in stock.
Damn it!
But we've got some awesome stuff. Justin,
what's the craziest shit y'all sell or sling? Like intestine?
I mean, we've
is that a thing?
Nuts before. Like
some balls goes.
Yeah, they're delicious.
I mean, I've had them before down at Bullhorn Exchange down there. I don't know if you know the steakhouse, the oldest one in the whatever. It's just all right, in my opinion. But that's
the best calf nut you can ever eat is, like, fresh. So back in the day, we banned our calves now, just because there's less issues within, you know, bleeding out or infection or anything like that. But
ban means you cut and
you pull those
yourself.
Little testes out. And but back in the day, we used to cut them out.
Can we not do that? This is a very cock-friendly
So if
podcast.
you just take, like, a nut that's still twitching and throw it on a branding iron, like on the grill, and it's, like, got some dirt on it and a little bit of hair, and you just, like, cook that thing to a medium rare, and the veins still got a little bit of, oh, dude.
Like, so
no seasoning.
I'm not like necessarily Andrew Zimmern over here.
That's one of those child memories.
But I'm not, like, scared of many things. I don't like mayo. But at the same time, when you paint the picture, it sounds so much worse than if you just handed me half a ball that was slightly twitching. I could do that.
Kip, we got to get you up to the branding this spring.
I don't know if you know this, but I am probably not very outdoorsy. Most of my boots are suede.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, I know.
We'll get you out there. We got to get some cow shit on you, man.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. We're going to have to do a summer vacation up there. Maybe bring the videographer, camp out under the stars, and dick around.
Yeah, we do it. We have we get a bunch of get a bunch of chefs up there, and just kind of have a bunch of meeting of the minds. Just get up there and get dirty and work hard.
Mind expanders too.
Eat good.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, like, because you get, y'all don't drug test, I assume. Like, or if you do, you're not drug testing yourself. But, like, does shit get weird out there on the like? I only have the experience of watching Yellowstone on Paramount TV with Kevin Costner. What's the scene like up there? Like 250 people? Do y'all all get together often? Or
there's a community around there.
Is there one shop that fixes everybody's tractor?
Yeah. I mean, there's like, I mean, it's a little more diversified in that. Like, we have running water, and you don't have to, you know,
that's nice.
you're not afraid of.
Flint.
Yeah. You're not afraid of being attacked by war ponies or anything like that. But it's definitely, you know, Tent Sleep's only 260 people, so it's super chill. You know. You know everybody, you know.
I would imagine.
You don't lock your doors.
In the school class with like your children. Are they all in the same grade?
There's right at 100 kindergarten through 12th grade.
Yeah. So like half of the communities. Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, I mean it's rad because what's cool is like growing up with
one church, two churches. You got a Catholic and non-Catholic.
Like 4.
Whoa,
there's a handful of them.
Really?
Yeah.
4?
But the whole place is a church. You get outside and like, that's my church, man. I'm
that's
like,
that's what I tell people in Mississippi. They're like, "When's the last time you went to church?" I'm like, "Oh, I get outside a lot." And they're like, "Do you?" I see a lot of your Instagram.
Yeah.
You spend a lot of time in some fucking bar.
Yeah. But
shout out to our friends at Brewdad.
It's really cool, you know, watching my kids grow up with like people that I grew up with. So like, you just have history with
Dr.
people,
Pepper
you know?
and Mr. Rogers and everybody.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You have history with people, and like, you know, my buddy and his kid, our kids are hanging out, and like, I remember like stupid shit my buddy did when we were in 2nd grade, you know? So it's like, it's cool, you know?
It kind of reminds me of that Garden State, line. It's like, "Oh my God, you're a cop now?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Man, I remember when we used to snort cocaine off toilet seat tops." And he's just like, "Oh my God." Like, it was just like small world, small town stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, that's really cool though, because you know, there's that level of we're all looking out for each other, whereas once you get back into a city, the city, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like...
Dude, I mean, you're cruising down the road and like everybody waves.
Yeah.
You know? Even if you don't know them, you wave just because like it doesn't cost a penny to be nice.
That should be the episode's title today.
It doesn't cost a penny.
We've started finding fun little sayings throughout the episode and making the episode that, because we're mixing it up nowadays. The season this year, we just came up with it. We're going to do half this, and then we'll do like a 15-minute intro where we talk about the week of, so everyone already heard that. But we're going to start making the quotes from the show. That. It doesn't cost a cent to be nice. That's great. Thanks for that quote today.
You bet, man.
Well, do we have anything else? Have we missed anything today? Do we need to give anybody a shout out? Or, let's tell everybody. Remind them again if they want to follow you on social media, how they can buy the meats.
Yeah, so we're on Instagram at Carter Country Meats. My younger brother's Carter Country. We got Boulder Butcher. My wife is at Cowponics. I know I'm leaving somebody out there. There's a lot of people, but that's really our That's the grassroots right there, yeah. And then, if you want to get some beef in a badass Yeti cooler, you can get the cooler at cost, and we'll ship it to you across the nation.
Really? So you can get by buying the meats, you get actually kind of a break on buying a Yeti cooler?
Oh yeah, we just sell them at wholesale. Yeah,
so they gave them to y'all for like purposing.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, fuck it, we're not here to binge on.
Yeah, I'm not trying to make.
I'm not going to REI you.
Yetis are sweet, so we're giving the Yetis away for like $120 for those Yeti bags, and they're dope. And then we fill them with beef. But then
so technically, y'all are literally getting like $100 off y'all's first package just by ordering it and getting a new Yeti.
Yeah. Yep, pretty much.
Can't fucking beat that.
And then if you've already got a Yeti, or you want to just if you're local and you want to save the shipping.
No worries, I'll edit that.
We're live.
Yeah, we're always live, and I do it in one cut, so it's okay. All right, yeah, so what we were saying was if they wanted to send their Yeti in, or...
Yeah, because shipping's expensive, man. I mean, shipping really adds, a tremendous amount. It's like $7 a pound to send something, back to the East Coast. So, and I don't really see that as being the solution to, many problems. You're using cardboard, which cardboard's like a tremendous drain on, I just read something that, and I don't know, but this is what I read, that to make a ton of cardboard boxes, which is 2,000 pounds, it takes 553 it expels 553 kilograms of carbon. I'm like, holy shit.
So it kind of defeats its own purpose of trying to be helpful.
So, that's what we take the cardboard boxes and let the cows, bed them on it and turn it into soil.
I mean, that's a pretty neat concept. So y'all are literally kind of, how these guys are using every ingredient in the house and reusing some. Y'all are using repurposing the liquor store boxes from Tinsley.
Yeah. So, our local grocery store, they bale those boxes up and they're like 600-pound bundles. And it's interesting. I don't know what's going on. I'm not a cardboard guy, but,
huge cardboard guy. This is a huge cardboard
really
podcast.
Into cardboard, like quality cardboard, the good
that
stuff.
and porn. Those are our two favorite things on this podcast.
But
porn,
really. They'll freaking, so they, a while back they would recycle those things, and, just recently, and maybe it's because of our, geographic location, but my grocery store, I was paying like $35 for them, and they hit me up and they're like, yo, we're going to have to start paying for these things to be disposed of in the landfill. They're just throwing them away. So I just, I get them for free, and it's great. And it turns out that, like when a cow does her business, right?
You can say shit. This is a family-friendly podcast.
So when a cow does her business, there's nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium in it.
We're getting deep into
cow so here we
shit
go.
Today. I fucking love it.
You're in the shit.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
So you got the N, P, and K, but if a cow just like leaves her cow patty out in the open, it has a tendency to evaporate. So it needs to bind with carbon. Like if a cow poops on some ground, that grass, that's the carbon. So it actually.
Is that how I get my boomers back home?
Yeah, the little ones on the top. There you go.
So
there you go.
Look for the purple circle around the stem.
Though.
Man, that's how we grew up on those puppies. Oh, dude, how are the cow shit shrooms up there? They have to be fantastic.
I've never been brave enough just because.
Did your dad scare you off of that?
It's just kind of the rumor, it's like, you don't want to eat a mushroom because you can die, but we actually got into eating mushrooms and like going up and foraging. Like we've got some really awesome like
Wait, you're talking about non-hallucinogenic mushrooms now that you're talking about foraging, right?
We're talking, those ones.
Okay. I just didn't want people to misconstrue.
My kids are still young.
Yeah, I mean, they'll hear this.
Drop them in hot.
This podcast is worldwide. They're going to know about it. They're going to know you did drugs. They know that you used to forage for mushrooms in the wild.
No, they know lots of. For their age, these kids know a lot of stuff.
Words they probably wouldn't otherwise know.
This is a great story. So, when you have kids, you really try to like keep a tighter program. And me and my youngest son were walking out across this like our lot there, the dirt. And I found a piece of garbage or something. It had some weight to it, so the dumpster's like clear the hell and gone. I just like huck it. I think True is like maybe 4 or 5. So I huck this thing like miracle shot. Could have never done it twice in a row. Nailed it. And he looks at me and he goes, "Fucking dang, Dad." And I'm like,
"Fucking dang."
I didn't know what to say.
Be like
I'm really proud because he nailed the context, but at the same time, like, it's the first time he like dropped the F-bomb. So
I wouldn't even be that mad. Be like, you're not supposed to dang at the end of fucking. You kind of misconstrued those.
I think the dang is what set it off. Like, I think that's brilliant, man. I think he rated it a fucking dang. Dang, bro.
It's like, if you're gonna abbreviate or water down one, definitely don't do the harder of the two. Do the easier of the two. Jump over one bar and slide under the other is what I always say.
Why not?
Yeah, there we go. I like it. Well, fucking dang. RC, I appreciate you joining us tonight. Man. For all of those that are listening, if y'all want to check it out, that's Stillman Meat Markets on East 56th, which sounds like it's...
Yeah, Stillman Meat Company.
Yeah. So it sounds like that's going to be just north of I-70, for those that may be curious. It sounds like it's a little bit... It's going to be past like maybe Globeville, maybe Commerce City. Give it a whirl. If you go up there before me, let me know. I'll report back. I'm about to ship them a cooler of our Yeti and have it filled with meat. We'll send pictures along the way, but y'all can ship them as well. Go over to CarterCountryMeats.com to learn more about their story, if that's possible. I'm pretty sure we covered everything. We're pretty much the best goddamn episode ever.
There's a lot of onion. There's a lot of layers to this.
Yeah. Well, maybe. Oh, yeah. I don't even know. But you definitely will learn more about the ordering process and what kind of meat you can order. Put the keys in the hands of the man that knows and let them set a box up for you. So check that out. That's Carter Country Meats. And like he said, follow that whole slew of crew up on Instagram and Facebook. They are definitely worth the follow and a fun time. So until next week, we'll say stay hungry, stay thirsty. Cheers.